Alright guys, today I'm just going to run through some tips on trying to spot the end of a wave 4 slash start of wave 5. I think these are the easiest to trade simply because there's a few good rules that we can go by, and wave 3s are usually the most well-defined waves. Everyone can see them. So this one, not so much because this is Bitcoin, and I believe that this is an extended first wave. But nonetheless, we still picked that this was a fourth wave. And I'll just run you through some reasons why. So the first is, with Fibonacci, you want to measure from the top of wave 2 to the bottom of wave 3. And the golden number you're looking for is 38. You can get a 23 and a 50, depending on how strong the market is. But in this case, we had the perfect number right here, 38. So couple that with the fact that, let me just get rid of this. Couple that with the fact that we had a clear 5 wave within this 3 wave. So we had a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So obviously you take your Fibonacci, measure it down to here. We had 38 on the dot. So I called this trade. I took this trade, and it was a good one. So we'll run through some ways to take profit. So one of the methods I use is the channeling technique. So once you've got the top of your wave 4 and you're looking for an exit point, you draw your channel from the peak of wave 2, which is here, to the peak of wave 4, which is here. Now see how my line, obviously there's all this price action up here above my line and here. That's because I'm taking my measurement from the very peak and the very peak here. So what you do is, there's 2 ways you can measure this. If the wave 3 is really long, you're going to want to bring your channel line to the bottom of wave 1 here. But this wave 3 isn't too long. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring it down here. So in this case, it didn't work out for us. I would have personally been looking for a touch on this channel down here, but we had the 5 waves. So we had the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we had the bullish engulfing here. I mean, that's a clear get out sign. So you close your trade there, and you would have made a $613 move. Your stops would have been up here. That would have been a 3-to-1 risk reward trade. Alright, so that's just one example. That's on Bitcoin. We'll move over to gold, something I've been looking at lately. So this is on the 4-hour chart. We've got a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down here. So I've labeled that as 1. We've got an A, B, C, so that's now 2. If that was a okay, no, sorry. Anyway, so we're going to measure this fibs here. We're going to take the measurement from wave 2 down to wave 3, and then, as I said, 38 is the golden number. Bang, wicked it dead smack on the 38, and the wave count also confirms that. So if we zoom in on the 1 hour, we have a clear wave A, triangle, so we've got A, and then we've got a B as a triangle, so A, B, C, D, E, and then we've got one final C up, hit 38 on the dot, and now we're going down. So as a general profit taking rule, we'll pull out the channel again. So I've got a trend line here, 1, 4. So if you're in a short from here, you'd be either looking for a touch of this line, or if you can count the 5 waves. So obviously it's a bit hard to tell right now because that could be a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, 4, 5. So this could be an extended wave. So we don't know just yet, but as soon as you see the completed 5 waves within this downward move, you'd either exit or a touch of this channel line. You know, it depends, whichever comes first. Alright, so now we'll move on to oil, one of my favorites. this is on the daily chart. So obviously this is a move from June 2017 to now. So obviously this is a wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4. Now let's just imagine this price action here was gone, and we didn't know if this was a wave 5 just yet. So we're going to just figure out if we'd have known that it was a wave 5, and bang, 38 fibs on the dot, bullish engulfing. Now this is daily candle, by the way, so I probably wouldn't have entered just here just because these candles aren't very convincing, but obviously this bullish engulfing, that's a big buy signal. So let's just get rid of this. You would have entered this trade, you would have put your stops down there, your entry would have been there. Now let's pull up the channels. So now this wave 3 is really big, so we're going to measure it anyway, but chances are we wouldn't take profit based on the trend line touching wave 3. We would pull it down here. Let me just lengthen this. Alright, so let's chuck this on the top of wave 1. Bang! You would have had your get out signal there. Get out signal there. I mean, I personally would have got out here because that wave is already longer than wave 1, so I'm still on the boat. I'm still not sure about oil. I'm definitely not bullish at the moment, that's for sure, but this could be a wave 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know just yet. All I know is I'm not bullish on oil at the moment, that's for sure. Alright, so we've covered oil, gold, Bitcoin. Alright, this is DXY, so this is the US dollar index. I'm just trying to go through as many different instruments as possible, just to give people an idea that, you know, Elliott wave works on pretty much anything. Anything that moves, it doesn't matter. It's mass psychology. It's just the way markets move. I mean, there's a lot of deniers, but like, I don't care. This shit works. You know, you can't make this shit up if you tried. Alright, so this is DXY back in early 2017. So we've got a clear 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's pretty visible. You don't need that. Pull out the fibs. Let's have a look. See what we got here. Alright, bang. So we didn't quite make the 38, but we were pretty damn close. I mean, this is obviously an ABC. And then once you got that that bearish engulfing down there, you would have been seriously thinking that the start of wave 5 has commenced. So what we'll do here is we'll get our trend line. We'll bring it down here. Alright, in this case, you would have taken this with a pinch of salt, because obviously, in order for price to touch down here, your wave 5 is going to be infinitely longer than this wave 1. So we'll just bring it up to wave 1, because obviously, as I said, if the wave 3 is really long, your bottom channel goes on the wave 1, and bang, look at that. We hit the bottom trend line straight away. You can see the 5 waves inside this 5th wave. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You would have been taking profit there. If you'd have shorted there, I mean, that's like a, what, fucking 10 to 1 more risk-reward trade. I mean, obviously, you're never going to stay in it down to there. You know, human emotions play a big part in this, and, you know, you're just never going to catch these massive waves. But if you learn how to pick these wave 4s and the start of wave 5s, they are the easiest to spot. They're the highest probability trade. You can't go wrong. You can't go wrong playing these waves. These are my favorite, without a doubt. Alright, this is another one of my favorites, copper. So this one's a bit different because wave 2 is a triangle, but we've got wave 1, 2 as a triangle, so A, B, C, D, E. Wave 3, I played this wave down here, that's why I've chosen it, because it's one of my good trades. So we'll measure our Fibonacci, we'll grab our fibs from here. Alright, so that was the 38 fibs. So what we were doing there is we're waiting for confirmation for the uptrend to have continued. So what we're going to do, so we pretty much got in between 38 and 50. So the 38 is the golden number, but it can go up to 50 without worrying. I mean, obviously the rules state that it can't go within the range of wave 1, which we didn't get anywhere near. But you know, once this starts trending upwards and becomes clear that wave 5 has started, you get, obviously you got to pick your good entry points, but let's just see how this channel line would have worked out. So once again, you can see all this price down here is actually below my channel, but that's not the lowest point of wave 2. That is. So you measure it from here to there, take it up to the top of wave 3, which is right there, and bang, look, you would have had plenty of chances to get out. So so yeah, that's a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I believe this is a flat 335 correction, and we've got an A, B, C, A, B, C, and then flat with wave 4 being the target, but that's another story. Alright, this one's sugar. So this is the market cycle from 2016 to now. We've got a clear 5 waves. I mean, I'm paying a lot of attention to sugar right now because I think it's going to turn for a multi-year rally. So this is one of the things I've been looking at, soft commodities. Just grab the fibs. Now this isn't such a clear-cut wave 4 because I've already checked this out. It only goes to around 23. So we've got 23 here, 38's up here, so we've got about halfway in between 23 and 38. But if we, I mean, obviously wave 2 is a simple zigzag, so this wave 4, you know, as alternation says, should be a sideways correction, which it is. It's like a triangle of sorts, or a consolidation. So we'll grab our channel, bring it here, that's a long wave 3, so I'll put it to the 1. Now, I don't believe sugar's going to get down there, so we're just going to discard the channeling method for this because it's probably not going to happen. Another way to measure is you get your fibs. So you measure from the top of wave 1 to the bottom of wave 3, grab your 61 or 38. So that's saying sugar's not going down to there, no way. So let's just bring up to 38. Alright, so if we measure it off to 38, it's pretty much saying that, you know, we could be ending the cycle. So at this point, I'm not sure, so I'm just going to count these waves. Once I believe that this 5-wave structure is complete, I'm going to be looking for any sort of reversal signs and going long on sugar for the long term. Alright, DAX. This is the German stock index. Another one of my favorites, obviously, because this is the monthly chart, by the way. So this is obviously the bottom of the global financial crisis, start of the second biggest rally in history. So what we're going to do is we're going to try and measure this wave. This is just wave 4s I'm just trying to cover today. So we grab our fibs here. That's 38. That's 50. So we're in between the 50 and the 38. So it's obviously a wave 4. I mean, you've got your A, B, C. Just trying to determine when I would have got in here. I probably might have got in here. Maybe, I don't know. I don't know when I would have got in here. I'd have to go down on the smaller time frames. But if you were long on the DAX, you know, just a way to determine your profit taking. Or let's just say 1. So anyway, I think we're nearing completion of this bull market, because if we go into the weekly here, so this is the weekly structure of this final 5th wave up from the monthly. I remember this one. This was a good one. So let's just say if we count this as 1, we count this as 2, we count this as 1 again, 2, so that obviously this is an extended wave, so we go 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I remember this one because I was watching it. So if we say this is 1, and this is 2. This is the wave 4 of the extended third wave. So we're going to grab our fibs, we're going to measure it up to the top of the wave 3, and we went bang, smack on 38, wicked it, and closed bullish. So that was a signal that wave 5 of the extended third wave was in play. And if we bring our channel to the top of wave 1, bang, you would have had your signal to get out. And obviously there could possibly be one more wave in it. I mean, if that was the extended third, I don't know what's going on here. We may get the final 5th wave up, or it might be a truncated 5th. I mean, I don't know. I've been looking at the monthly lately, and it's looking pretty dicey. I mean, obviously that shoulder, head, shoulder, that's a pretty damn bearish candle right there. So I don't know on the DAX right now. I mean, I don't know on equities at the moment. You know, it's 50-50. But this is pretty much just a video just to show you, you know, you can find Elliott waves in anything. I mean, I've showed you the DAX, sugar, copper, US dollar index, oil, gold, Bitcoin. Like, it works, you know, everywhere. So, all right, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.